Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Christelle Martinette with another reading, and I just put out a scrying session on my other channel, Mystic Scrying Medium Christelle, and the message there prompted me to do a reading in this channel as well, because this interim period between the two moons, the 19th of June to the 4th of July, is before and after that, is a period where I'm seeing so much push and pull and so much change, and people really holding on to dear life. Many of you, many of us, that are just so reluctant to change, or because the change is so radical that it's unbearable for you. I want to see if in some way I could get some messages for us. I have here the Voodoo Tarot. Then I have the Mucha Tarot, designed by the artist Mucha. Sibilla cards and the runes. See what comes up. Okay, first, air signs. Air signs. Look, there is, of all the signs that I'm seeing, you're the signs that, signs that are really getting insight more than anyone else. And the insight is going to be very creative for you. Fundamental, you're sharp, you're focused, you're looking at a specific goal, you're interested in making a mark, you know, more than anything, any of the other signs, the air signs, I see that. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, Gemini. Gemini, look. And don't anyone write under, oh, you spend too little on this and too little on that. You know, I'm on a roll, so let me go. Gemini, something's very fast here. You're really, you're cooking with gas here. There's something's very, very fertile. Of the three signs, you are the most fertile, the most moving, the most changeable. Really sharp. You've got your objective, you're going through it, and things are going to happen very, very quickly. This is the interim between the two moons now. It's life that's giving you a wake-up call. Life is pushing you and propelling you forward incredibly fast. There's success written here in the cards, whether you work at home, whether you're spending it in your love life, there's out-and-out success. Libra, you're, of the three air signs, you're the sign that is most guarded and oriented, because it's been a longer period of time that you've been moving toward a goal, and you're poised for success. You seem to be the Libra that you are, coming into yourself, into your own. There's a beginning here. There's a beginning where you have changed your status in some way. If you were married, you became single. If you were single, you became married. And that alone has given you momentum and a push forward. Aquarius. Aquarius, you although I see you going forward, there is a turn back in your memories to the recent past and someone in your life. It's as if there's part of the Aquarians that are listening to me are concerned with family and friends of the past, a recent memory. And part of you Aquarians are looking favorably backwards to a love that is no longer with you, but you have sweet memories, and they're memories that you are holding on, and you do not exchange those memories or talk about them. You're very discreet about that. It's a new feeling for you because usually you will tell others, but this is bordering on nostalgia. Be careful. Just keep that memory firm. Keep that memory firm. I'm going now to the fire signs. Fire signs. Interestingly, fire signs. There's a sort of, not drama, but tension. Okay, there's tension between going and staying. Right, this is what I'm getting. And you would like to dance on top of this idea, you know, going and staying, and have it all both ways. And ultimately, this is what your goal is. I want to move back and forth, back and forth. I don't want to make a choice. I want to have it all. Fire signs. And the Aries, well, let me lay these and I'll go individually. The Aries of the bunch is here holding on to dear life, but you're ready to move with that big monster. You know, you're ready to go where that monster of passion and motivation is taking you, because you're bringing love with you. You're bringing love. You feel that love is all around you. And it's interesting to see this, because on the one hand, it's not the matter of staying in one place that is bothering you. It's not the love, because you know that there's love all around. It's more a question of, can I still do this? Can I still do that? Almost a bit of questioning, okay? Then we have the Leo, and the Leo of you, of the fire signs, very interestingly, just a second, let me get a drink of water. More so than the other two fire signs, you have a dreamy air about you. And it's interesting because these fire signs have a dichotomy. The Aries, going or staying. And the Leo, the dream world and the reality. You're very, very grounded, but you, as grounded as you are, that is how far and how high your mind soars. It's interesting to see. There's a lot of stability here, Leo. A lot of stability and a lot of dreaming as well. And Sagittarius, you have started that dance of yours, and you're sitting on the money. You're in the money. You know, you're preparing to bring in. You're preparing for a change, perhaps, in your activity, and you're celebrating this idea, even if it's only in your head, even if it's not, you know, it's not that you're changing, but you're happy that you're happy with happiness. You know, it seems as if you're so content. And the contentment has to do with your activity, with what you do for a living. And that's interesting to see. Let's go backwards and start with the Sagittarius. Yes, it's going to be coming in quite soon. And you're faithful to an objective. And you've always been. And you have, the objective, however, has changed slightly from the past, where you had wanted to shoot for the stars. Today, that is changing into being into the comfort of a home. You want to be live with a healthy lifestyle, not a high level of standard of living, but a suitable living style that doesn't bring you riches, but gives you time to stay in the sun. Very interesting, Sagittarius. Leo, the stability comes from your recent communication with a loved one and the ability that that has offered you to change in a positive sense with that loved one. And the Aries, where are they going? Stop, go, love. Well, it seems that you are your own enemy in this game, and you can make yourself sick just thinking about home. Home, where is home? Home is where I hang my hat. But where is that? Okay? And the enemy side of you is seeing that that is going to be the place that's most hit hard. That's your objective. You want to go home, wherever that, metaphorically speaking and pragmatically speaking. Now, I'm going to the earth signs. Earth signs here, you've got a ship shattering. I'm calling it a ship shattering. You've got somebody's going to take the carpet from under your feet. The floor is going to fall out from under your feet. You're going to be prompted. You're feeling that you're being called upon to come into your own. Be that person. Come into my room. That person who seduces people to come to them. This is the time for you, earth signs, to really dance a passionate dance and a flowing dance. Pantare, here too, things will go as they should. I'm going to use my seductive powers to get me to the place where I want. Very interesting. And the most interesting of, well, let's do one at a time now. I'm going to look at them individually. Okay, Virgo. Virgo, you have the most seductive power of them all. And here I see a reward for that. I'm seeing the Six of Wands here, the reward for donning that seductive nature. Come into my room. Please sit down. Feel at ease. Feel as if you were in your own home. We will be happy here. This is how you're acting, and it is going to be rewarding to you. Virgo. Yes. It is having to do with how you portray your nature. It's not about, right? This is a card that talks about sex. It is sex. It's based on sex, but it's called seduction. It's about seduction and how you make seduction go from the negative to the positive, having it go from a nightmare to a dream, from darkness to light, from hate to love. And this will serve you well. I'm going now to the Capricorn. Capricorn here, you seem to be on a passionate standstill, as if you were static. You feel as if there were there was static nature in what you're doing now. But there's a pulsating beat that's always behind you, always touching your muscles. And you know that this is a period of rest, and it's momentary, because what do we have coming in? How lovely is that? Beautiful card. We have the harmony that you have been missing of late. It will be following it will be following you and go right into your heart. You will be meeting a person who will be influential for you. I won't talk of love. I didn't say love, but maybe. So this is a period where you're poised to have a meeting there. Now, also, we have the Taurus friends of mine out there. Now, the Taurus people, my Taurus friends, you're in for a whirlwind shock here. Something that's going to wash away all of your safety nets, and bring in water and water and water. You're going to have an emotional reawakening this period. Full of emotions. It could be for any reason. I have the tower on the tower, okay? It talks about your stability being rocked, but that the ultimate outcome is one of great fortune. It is as if from one day to the next you lose your job, but it's opening a wide door for you. because ultimately there's going to be fortune for you. Very interesting. So watch out for those signs. Now I'm going to the water signs. The water signs here are hiding. You know, the water signs are hiding, and even though many of, well, you know, they're all not the same, these three water signs, but there's a bit of hiding, and it's as if you are hiding from others, but in truth, when you're alone, you've got the demons after you, it seems. You know, in your mind, they're calling you, and you're just, you go to sleep, you have nightmares, you wake up, and you feel that you still can't find alone time. You're looking for alone time, you can't find it. And then there's, you know, you throw yourself at the mercy of work, trying to piece things together and make things work, produce, to not think, you know. And what I'm seeing is that it may not be that successful, and the slumber, going into a sleepy slumber to forget, may beckon you more and more in this period. All right, now I've got here the cancer signs, my cancer friends. You know, more than the other two, you have the dire need to put yourself in the context of thinking that, no, I'm at work, there's just so many demands, responsibilities. Take it as a gift from the heavens, from the universe, that you have a responsibility and you're in a network of other people. Take that as a positive moment, because there will come a day when you'll feel the loneliness and you'll remember how enmeshed you were in this network. This will serve you well currently. Let me see the Sibilas on that. My Marionette, I'm worried about his feet. Okay, yes, you are being called upon left and right, a lot of responsibilities at work. But this is, again, part of the understanding about what universal communication is and the messages that they bring you, that you are one. The more you want to retract, they're taking you in. You have to remember that we are all one. Now I have Scorpio here, and Scorpio seems to be in a slumber where ultimately the notion of the King of Pentacles is where the energy of the King of Pentacles is where you are leading toward, that slow movement towards spiritual value. You're revisiting your spiritual values there. And it is, I think many of you may be in a spiritual crisis. Yes, it is all about a spiritual crisis. We have Mort, the death card, Imeneo, and love. It is the notion of whether I can rekindle. The rekindling requires a complete transformation before the transformation can lead to love. It is a spiritual crisis. Pisces, you more than anyone else are involved very highly, very, very, very much so, with your work, and you're using the work to find your truth. You think that through your activity there will be some truth that emerges, because you understand that you're going through a transformation where there are no more lies, no more jealousy. Those are relegated to the past. What is coming up is a complete transformation for you, and you are one of those signs that are completely covering themselves with work. Now, I'm going to take the runes over the entire spread for all of us and see what they can tell us in this interim between the two moons. Unfortunately, this is a necessary passageway. I mean, we have to go through this hallway. I'm going to call it a hallway between the two moons, the full moon and the new moon, and we're right in the middle of it now. And it's not a pretty picture for many of you. You are protected, but you're required, you're called upon to take the bull by the horns and ride it. Just keep riding it until you have tamed the beast. It is an underlying need, and it will allow you to move forward. What is ahead? What is that we're going through? Ladies and gentlemen, what we're going through is a joyful birth of what we call a new life. It's the joyful period. If we are able to consider it a joyful period, it will give birth to a new life for us. All of us in different styles and using different means. We will get there, but we need to ride that bull and take it by the horns. Ladies and gentlemen, namaste. I hope that this was of help for you in the interim. Take a look at my channel there, Mystic Scrying Medium Christelle, to see the scrying message. And namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Also visit my website, ChristelleMartinette.com, and check out my La Vida Sibilla course, What Would Life Be Without Them? Now a certificate course for cartomancers. Bye-bye.